Okay, there's a massive jubilation in Biafra, in Africa at large, that Israeli government are ready and finally set. NETANYAHU himself, to be precise, is finally set to declare Biafra as a sovereign nation. He said enough is enough, and the time is now, because but the northern leaders, also rock, the northern leaders are in panic. They are saying the other day we saw Gumi crying. He said, if we allow Israel and Netanyahu do the needful, that Biafra will come, and they are saying this will not happen. What's your take as Netanyahu finally said?
Who gave Gumi the impetus to say it will not happen when Israel has stood up? Who has the power or dynamism in Africa to shout down on Israel? Don't mind them, because Netanyahu, in conjunction with Trump, not only Netanyahu, are coming to Africa to make sure that they bring down Islamic extremists in African continents, especially those ones against the black Jews. You see, Netanyahu said after finishing with Iran, he is coming to Nigeria to bring Nigeria extremists, those funding terrorism, those fighting Biafra, oppressing Igbo Christians in the southeastern Nigeria. They are coming to actually give Biafra sovereignty. That is a statement I actually penciled down from Netanyahu. And Trump has been, so strict and serious about it that anywhere you have Christian administration, Christian as president, under democratic setup, that country, that nation, those people are coexisting peacefully. But in any country or setup you have Muslims, they are always two extremists, committing all manners of bloody blunders, bringing down Christians, committing Christian genocide everywhere on the continent of Africa. That's why Israeli minister gave order to the Knesset. Knesset is Israeli parliamentarians, discussing about Biafra sovereignty. Especially Biafra is 90% Christians. Igbo land is 90% Christians. And Israel is coming. According to Benjamin Netanyahu, he is coming to give freedom to Biafra. He is coming to give freedom. Already he has given it to Somaliland, because Somaliland is in Somalia, Horn of Africa, where the Faraya did, Al-Shabaab and the rest of, these Al-Qaeda operatives have been, taking over that land many years. Al-Shabaab operated against Kenya people. Kenya is a Christian country. Al-Shabaab has even spread their tentacles down to Southern Africa, operating, killing people at will. Even in Maputo, capital of Mozambique, Al-Shabaab was, they were operating there in the past. So Benjamin Netanyahu has remembered Africa. And the utmost reason he is coming into this continent is Biafra sovereignty. He's going to declare Biafra as a sovereign entity. And nobody is going to contest that. Trump supports him. I don't really understand. The Knesset and the Israeli parliamentarians, they support Benjamin Netanyahu to come and make Biafra a sovereign state. Sovereign nation of Biafra, the Knesset Israeli parliamentary are serious about it. So they are coming to rescue the Christians, Jewish communities in Kenya, the Maasai, Jewish community in the Eastern Africa, geography of Southeastern Hemisphere in Nigeria. They are the Biafrans. Israeli government is coming. After finishing with Iran, Israeli government is coming to actually make Biafra a better place in Africa. Because you can see that since the war of 1967, 68, 69, 70, Nigeria has been subjugated the Igbos, the Igbos. The Igbo Jews under Nigeria were taken as slaves, by Nigerian system. So Benjamin Netanyahu is serious about it. He has actually seen how the northern Shiites in Kaduna State, Kebbi State, Yobe State, Kaduna State, Kano State, we are marching on the national banner of Israel, Israeli flag. They were marching on it, neglecting and harassing, abusing, and discrediting that sacrosanct banner of state of Israel. Israel detests that kind of thing. Israel hate it. If you set their flag ablaze, you are asking for war. Tell me, Nigeria has not finished internal conflict, fighting Boko Haram and Al-Qaeda. They are looking towards Israel. Has Nigeria 10 kobo? Has Nigeria has a dime? Nothing. They are fighting themselves, molesting themselves because of religion. Nigeria is a mad country. Most of the religious idiots in the north are religious sycophants and mad Islamists who could not understand anything, that government is not all about religion. Religion is quite different thing. And look at Saudi Arabia, the headquarters of Islam in the world. There is peace existing there. They coexist with other religious faith in Saudi Arabia. They don't fight people. They mind their what? Businesses. While these illiterates, Fulani Janjaweeds in the north, are slitting people's throats because of Islam. Islam that they don't know about. Fulani pigs are just blacks left in the desert. They are the Arab Mugareb, desert rats, clinging on religion. And as a result of that, slitting throats of the Christians, committing genocide across Africa. These are the most archaic, barbaric tribe on the continent of Africa. I mean the Fulani Janjaweeds. They are, as a result of religion, fighting the Igbos, fighting the Yorubas, killing Obas in their various communities. What an archaic tribe Fulani Janjaweeds are. They are barbaric tribesmen dwelling in the bush, moving from place to place with their cattle. They are cows, and they behave like cows. The Fulani Islamists are nothing but livestock. They don't reason like human beings. Religion should not be mixed up with politics or political leadership in any country. But Fulani has taken it serious, even being more enthusiastic and fanatic more than the Muslim people in Arab world, like Saudi. Saudi is the headquarters of Islam. Do you see how far peace, endure? Peaceful atmosphere endures in that country. Saudi Arabians, they are not bloodthirsty people. They are peace-loving people. Look at Iran. Iran are Shiites. They are deadly religious fanatics, sponsoring terrorism all over the world. And Trump and Israel don't like that kind of policy. That's why Iran is going down. As I'm talking to you now, Iran is going down on daily basis. 24 hours subjected, bombardments from IDF and American allies. They are doing their best to stop Ayatollah Khomeini regime in Iran and bring a new system of government there. Maybe a Christian could head presidential system of government over there, because Trump has actually discovered that where Christians are, the head, where you have Christian leadership, as in maybe the president is a Christian, the president might be an atheist or monotheist, there is peace always there. But whenever you have Muslim as president and vice president, there will be deadly conflict. That's what Nigeria is going through now. Chetima is a Muslim, Tinubu is a Muslim. Why won't we have Islamic extremists in Nigeria killing people? Nigerian Christian communities, they were sleeping when they began that kind of policy of having a vice president as a Muslim pig and the president himself is a Muslim. It is uncalled for, it is unpolitical, and it is, let me say, religious fanaticism.
But the other day, we saw in Kebbi State where the army, they said the army we were ordered to leave where the Catholic children were in school when the kidnappers or the bandits came in to kidnap over 200 students in Kebbi, Catholic children in Kebbi State. And this has angered Netanyahu and the Israeli government. Even to the US Congress, they said this cannot continue to happen in Nigeria, where insecurity is currently on the high. And it's been tweeted that in the next 2-3 months, the insecurity in Nigeria might get worse. A lot of people are saying, like the other day, we saw even a lot of Northerners, a lot of them running away from their villages.
They were being shot.
Yes.
There was gunshot everywhere, and they were, scampering for safety. I think that could be either Borno State or Bauchi, because the axis of Boza local government is subjected to incessant attack by the bandits and the ISWAP. So that is what is going on in the northwest. And this Netanyahu and Trump, they don't like it. This is what they hate. They hate that kind of oppression. Islamists, extremists have taken over the entire northern Nigeria. Why? Because Gumi, somebody like Gumi, is still operating, still walking free on the street of Kanu. Somebody like Asadu Okubo in the southern Nigeria is still oppressing Biafra people, shooting the Igbos, operating as a non-government in Imo State, Anambra State, Imo State, Abia, and the Enugu State. Asadu Okubo is an Islamic extremist in the southern Nigeria, and Israel has actually penciled him down. The other day, he was blacklisted and he was crying, claiming that it was AI. He didn't say anything. But they investigated it. It wasn't AI. If it could be AI, or if it was AI, people should have known about AI. So, he is now on the run. If Israel comes after him, they must actually get him, arrested. Asadu Coach will be preparing to visit federal prison in Guantanamo Bay, United States of America, in the middle of Atlantic Ocean. And the Gumi the Sheikh, the wicked, the barbaric, the archaic Islamic cleric is preparing right now because his internal home is going to be at Guantanamo Bay, American Federal Prison, on the center of Atlantic Ocean. These are the people that are penciled down, blacklisted at what? The persons of interest in Christian, genocide in Nigeria. Number one is Sadano Sokoto. Number two is Erufai. What about AGF Malami? A whole attorney general has actually shipped containers of sophisticated weapons he used, to fund or support extremists in the northern Nigeria. Malami should be preparing it because right now he's on the net of the DSS. Erufai is on the net of DSS. So Israel is coming very soon to take these people to federal prison in the Guantanamo Bay, or they should serve in Western Jerusalem. As for Biafra, we all know that Biafrans are Christians and we are always peaceful people. It is the north, the entire northern region. Muslims are just little scale in the southwest, and Israel is coming after them. All the Muslims in Nigeria are too extremist. Yes, they overdo. Saudi Arabia, that is the headquarters of Islam in the world, they are peace-loving people coexisting with atheists, monotheists, and even Christians. They are not fanatics. But you see Gumi, an extremist, a Muslim pig, with his utterances, it indicates he's supporting Iran. Iran that is bloody, sponsoring terrorism all over the world. All their supporters and followers in Nigeria are in connivance with Iran, at least bringing down Christian communities down in the northeast and northwest. They should come right now and apprehend Gumi and other extremists in the north. Sadao Oskoto should be arrested and taken to Guantanamo Bay prison, federal prison in America. These are the people that are orchestrating terrorism across Nigeria.
But the other day we saw Asadu Okubo recently. He has come out again. He said if American truly comes to Nigeria here, to
none of them will go.
He said none of them. He said if they truly come here to declare Biafra, that what they want now is to declare Biafra. He said so. Yes.
He said the oil, they will never touch the oil. And let me tell you, Asadu Okubo is going to. No. It is not AI. It's not AI. Asadu Okubo is under watch. Seriously, Israeli government has penciled his name down. Trump has actually blacklisted him as one of the most deadliest terrorists, in the southern Nigeria. He operates from the angle of the creeks of Niger Delta region, and he has been known as a person of interest that should be picked up by the FBI, American Homeland Security, CIA, and Nigerian DSS. They are going to arrest him very soon. Asadu Okubo is preparing right now, not to consider about his, chanting, ranting the other day when he was crying that he did not say anything. He did not say. He's a psychophant. Asadu Okubo is a madman, an inflated toad that is too, demented. Asadu Okubo is demented. He is reducing his mental ability on daily basis. He reasons like a child because he's overfed with stolen money.
Is he scared of getting that? He says that Biafra is coming out.
He's very, very scared. He knows that immediately Biafra comes, we are going to chain him down. He's a madman. After chaining him, we're taking him out for rehabilitation, because he's a kai man, supply water man. We are going to cure his sickness. He's afraid of the Americans. He's afraid of the state of Israel. Because come what may, Biafra is coming on alarming rate. And it's known actually that everything should be against him. Asadoko must be apprehended. Biafra is fast approaching.